Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to RWM Finance. My name is Weston McKinley, and what we're doing here on this channel, we're trying to help everybody achieve financial freedom. And I just wanted to say thank y'all for all the support this summer. I know it's been it's been quite a bit different, with everything that's happened due to COVID-19 and all that. But on the other hand, I also have to thank COVID because without them, canceling our season and, forcing traditional classes to shut down and, go all online, without all that happening, I wouldn't have been able to start this YouTube channel. Not that I wouldn't have been able to, but I just wouldn't have done it. But thankfully, we are being allowed to go back to school. And as of now, we will be able to participate in our fall season and our championship season in the spring for baseball. So I'm really pumped about that. Well, I guess that's it for RWM Finance. I really appreciate all the support that y'all gave me this summer. So, thank y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm not planning on shutting down this YouTube channel. I kind of wanted to make a little joke about that. But my plan is to go back to school and start doing classes, start working out, start baseball up again. But in doing all of that, I want to keep this YouTube channel running, keep the Instagram page running. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram, it should be down right about there, at RWM Finance. Give it a follow for daily finance tips, and keep tuning into the RWM Finance YouTube channel. So y'all don't go anywhere because we're in this for the long haul. So for today, I really wanted to talk about something that isn't necessarily finance related, but it is very important to still practice, and that is what the title of this video is: gratitude. So just think about these odds real quick. 400 trillion to 1. I probably don't have to say this, but those are some pretty terrible odds. But those are the odds of becoming a human being. That's how rare it is to become a human. You are literally more likely to win the lottery 10 times in your life than to actually have a life. So knowing those odds of actually becoming a human being and having a life, don't you think that, we should be a little bit more grateful to actually be here? I mean, everyone's got problems, and we all think that they're big, they're huge, monumental problems, but at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, they're really not that big of a deal. So why are we out here dwelling on the negatives that are happening in our life whenever we should just be thankful to even be here? Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V, is the guy that really got me turned on to this topic, which is why he's so big on chasing happiness in our lives. I mean, we only have one life, and it's already rare enough that we get to even have it. So why would we be doing things in our life that don't, bring us happiness and joy? For those of y'all that don't know Gary, he's a business owner. He owns VaynerMedia, VaynerSports, among some other companies as well. He started a YouTube channel called Wine Library, which is where he really got his start, and he has just grown into the person he is today. He came from like nothing. He was an immigrant. He was born in the Soviet Union, came here, and he just didn't have a lot. And he just fell in love with the process of building businesses and growing businesses. He wasn't a good student. He got C's, D's, and F's in high school, but he wasn't concerned with school. He was fascinated by the idea of business and growing them. And that is what he enjoyed. That's what brought him happiness, was growing businesses and the process of doing it. I just recently started watching a lot of his stuff on YouTube, and you've probably seen it if you checked out the Instagram on the stories, checking in with Gary V and catching up on Gary V stuff, man, and I absolutely love watching his stuff. One of my buddies who does watch Gary V stuff, we were talking about it, and he was just like, man, Gary has got me wanting to fix things in my life, or fix parts of my life that they haven't even happened yet, and I couldn't agree more. I'll put the link to his YouTube channel in the description below, along with a link to some of his books. I think he's got like 5, I'm not really sure, but I haven't got a chance to read any of them, but I can't wait to get my hands on one and dive into what he's got to say in those books. In his YouTube videos, he's I just want to warn y'all, a little preface this, but he's real raw, he's kind of vulgar with what he says, but once you get kind of past like the language that he uses, the knowledge that he gives us for free in those videos is just, I mean, it's priceless. It's amazing that he's giving that stuff out for free on YouTube. Okay, I know I kind of got off on like a little tangent on Gary. I really like watching his stuff, but you know, my point behind all that was that Gary started from nothing. You know, he wasn't a good student, but he didn't let those things limit him. He was just grateful that he was here. He was grateful that he had a life and he found his happiness in building businesses. So this is a big word that he uses a lot in his videos, and that is perspective. You know, oftentimes in life, I feel that we look at things from a poor or a negative perspective. And that's what causes some of us to be unhappy. But if we changed our perspective and think, man, you know, I'm just happy to be here. I'm thankful that, you know, I got to wake up. I'm thankful that I got to open my eyes and wake up today and have the opportunity to live my life. That will allow us to achieve what all of us should be searching for, and that is happiness. Because if there is one thing that all of us should try and be in life, that is happy. It's not, we shouldn't all try to be famous, you know, or rich or successful and all that, because that's not really what's going to bring us true joy or happiness. You know, because I posted this the other day. It should be popping up right around here, but you know, it's not how much money you make, it's how you make your money. You know, you can be completely miserable. You can be completely unhappy, miserable, making over $100,000 a year, or you could be completely happy and, you know, just full of joy by making only $50,000 a year because you're doing something that you enjoy. You're doing something that, you know, that you love, that you're happy about. You know, and it's like you can, just the same, you can be broke making $100,000 a year, or you can be rich by making $40,000 or $50,000 a year. I mean, just look at the story of Theodore Johnson, who worked for UPS. He never made more than $14,000 a year, but he retired with $75 million. You know, it's all about life choices at that point. You know, so don't just chase the dollars. Don't just chase the paycheck. You know. Robert Kiyosaki says in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, he says don't work to earn, work to learn. So find something that you enjoy doing, find something that you enjoy learning about, and you know, don't you know, dwell on the fact that you're not making the same amount of money as somebody else. But you know, they could be completely unhappy with what they're doing. You know, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, you know, that saying, you know, if you enjoy what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. That I really feel like that's true. So, you know, quit searching for like that fulfillment with money and stuff like that. You know, find something that you enjoy doing and find your happiness. That's all I got to say. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, scroll down, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel below. You know, if you think you know somebody that might need to hear this, you know, they might need to, you know, just kind of change their perspective, their outlook on life, send it to them, share it with them, you know, because hopefully by doing that, we can all help somebody out. But if you have any questions, comments, you know, leave those down in the comment section. I read everything, so I'll get back to you. Don't worry about that. Make sure to check out the list of books in the description bar below. I'll be adding some of Gary V's books in the description bar and a link to his YouTube channel, so y'all go check that stuff out. Remember guys, I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure to tune back in for the next one. As always, thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.